Vanderbilt, and welcome to the first episode of Morning View after I hope it was a very restful spring break for all of you out there watching.
Yeah, welcome back from break, you guys. Today is Wednesday, March 12th.
Yep.
In case you haven't had to write anything down yet. I know I get confused. But yeah, I hope your break was super great, nice and relaxing. What did you do over break?
I went home. It was my little brother's birthday, so he turned 8 years old.
Wow.
And he needs to stop growing up. He just needs to stop getting any older at all, because it makes me really sad and feel really old that he used to be a baby and now he weighs 90 pounds and I can't take him. Yeah, he's getting so old, but
wow. At least he's not a teenager yet. That's when you have to really start panicking. Is once they hit the teens, they're like, wait, what?
Yeah, my little sister is turning 13 this summer, and we get along fine, but she thinks that she is smarter than everyone, which I know. I know that I was that way too when I was a teenager, but she really. She does it more than anyone. Yeah, we got an argument about Andrew Jackson. I don't know how that happened, but apparently, okay, so she's my half sister, and so my stepmom is somehow related to Andrew Jackson by marriage. So I was talking about how Andrew Jackson was not a great guy because he killed millions of Native Americans and had slaves, and
wrong.
Yeah, that's a bad thing to do. And they're like, that was the best, thing that he could do at the time, and, don't blame him. The situation was just bad. I was like, no, you don't, what? You don't argue with me about Andrew Jackson. And then my little sister goes, well, Carly, you're not perfect either. And I was like, I never said I was. So why are we, yes, go from being about Andrew Jackson
I love it.
Me. I don't know.
I love the sassy, she's still preteen, so sassy preteen.
Sassy preteen.
Just argument, logical fallacy. I love it. It makes me so. I like just watching. I'll go over to friends' house because I'm the youngest. I was the baby. I was that annoying one or whatever. So it's fun for me to go over to friends' houses who have the preteen siblings and just watch them fight. And that sounds terrible, and I know it is, but I just sit there and I just laugh
so much, and it drives my parents absolutely insane. But I can't help it. She gets me. She just pissed. I'm an adult. This should not bother me, but it does.
Nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how was your break? What did you do?
Mine was really good. I went on ASB.
Fun.
Yeah, we went to Green Cove Springs, Florida.
Oh my God, that's where I live.
No,
what?
You are the first person. Even people from Florida, I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to Green Cove Springs.
Green Cove Springs is really pretty.
It's so pretty. It's so cute, so quaint.
Oh my God.
It's a very underrated city, and it's right next to St. Augustine,
right?
Jacksonville.
I'm from Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So St. Augustine is here, and then Green Cove Springs is here, and then I live right here.
Oh.
So I could have seen you if I.
Yeah. Wait, that's crazy. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we didn't. Rats. Anyway, it's a very cute, very quaint, just super underrated. Nobody ever hears about Green Cove Springs. I think people should.
Every Christmas they put on a really big light thing because they have a bunch of empty fields because it's a bunch of farms. So they set up this crazy light thing when you drive through, and it's dolphins jumping over Santa Clauses.
What? That makes sense.
It's so cool. And I like to go every year, but my dad, it's $20 a car. My dad's like, we're not gonna go. But
wait, that sounds so fun. Yeah, so I went on ASB. I have, it was the AS Best, if you will. I'm still doing the AS Bisms. We got really into that. We were like, don't be AS Basic. Oh, snap! That's a burn.
I got that with the snap. That was a burn.
Should have done that. Then you would have known. Then there would have been no question. I'm burning you, and you need some aloe.
Burn.
Anyway, speaking of aloes and burns, formal season is coming up. So, anyone planning on going to formal this spring might want to take a note of Nourish International's primary fundraiser for the year. Vanderbilt's chapter of the nonprofit is selling pre-sanded and primed coolers through March 22nd to raise money for Mayan families, a Guatemalan organization providing opportunities to local poor indigenous people through education. Nourish International, which has chapters on campuses throughout the country, engages students through business ventures, student-run enterprises that net a profit, in order to provide funds to support a sustainable service project abroad. At Vanderbilt, the organization's roughly 25 members are split into teams of 5 that are responsible for running and planning their own business ventures. And in other news, the recent increased security presence in several campus libraries stems from efforts by library administrators, VUPD, and VSG to enhance student safety on campus. Since January, Central, Stevenson Science and Engineering, Divinity, and Peabody libraries have been staffed by a security guard after restricted hours, which is after 6 p.m. for Stevenson and 7 p.m. for all the others, to check that all people entering the library or remaining in it after that time have valid Vanderbilt identification. However, according to Major Gregory Robinson of VUPD, the increased security in campus libraries is part of VUPD's overall approach to prevention, not a reaction to a specific incident. And in more recent news, senior Hakeem Hassan recently developed a mobile application called WOMO, a game that resembles a simplified version of Zynga's Words with Friends. MoWo players build words to earn points in either the timed, free play, or multiplayer mode. MoWo has now reached more than 5,000 downloads with 3,000 active people playing online against each other. Currently, WOMO is only available on Android phones, yes, and accessed online on the Google Play Store. But Hassan plans to teach himself how to customize an iOS version for iPhone users. And in sports-related news, the Commodores improved to 15-2 with a 4-1 Sunday win over Winthrop, sweeping their 4th straight series to remain unbeaten in weekend games. The Commodores will play the opening conference game against LSU this Friday, March 14th.
Woo!
Wow.
Go Commodores!
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's been pretty packed, I would say, over the break.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt has not slowed down while we have been away, folks.
No, not at all. I really want to go to a baseball game, like really bad.
I really want to go to the Vanderbilt LSU game. That's going to be a good game. Sorry, I know it's on like St. Patrick's Day, but it's going to be a really good game. They're both really, really talented teams, and I think it would be, or at least LSU was talented last year. I don't know anything about this year, but I know last year we went head-to-head with them, and I'm excited for this year. And also, they are not ugly players. All I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm a female.
I feel like baseball players are usually the not ugliest of the teams. Usually.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I would probably.
Maybe it's just because they look so clean cut with like their like little hats.
Their hats, and then they do,
and they're like little like pants.
And are our uniforms white?
I sometimes probably.
Yeah, sometimes definitely. I've definitely been to a Vanderbilt game where it's like white. And it's like,
never been to a baseball game.
So just so clean cut, just so spiffy, and they like line up along the dugout, and you're just like, oh, just take a picture. Y'all are precious.
I had a creative writing class with a baseball player. He was all right. He was a little bit of a class clown. But he like wrote a story about like being on the baseball team or whatever, and apparently like they have these like really weird rituals to like freak out the other team, where they start doing like really inappropriate movements on the field when they're warming up. Like,
wait, okay, no.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Well, I see they do like funny little things in between innings.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Is that meant to freak out the other team?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like, what is going on? And
that is definitely what goes through my mind, at least. I know that. I'm not a baseball player, but whenever I see them do it, I'm like, wow, they're doing like synchronized, like it's like really cool. Yeah. It's really great. I love it. Like
synchronized things.
It's like almost my favorite part. It's just so funny to just watch them like all just like do these weird things. But like, hey, now I know why. Okay, go Doors.
Go Doors. All right.
Mind games.
So in other news, my boyfriend got a puppy, and it's the cutest thing that you'll ever see in your entire life. And I brought it in last week to be on the show, but unfortunately had to cancel the show. So me and Fallon were just like hanging out in the studio with this puppy. His name is Ruspin, and we were like, let's just videotape the magic. So this is what happened when me and Fallon had about 30 minutes with a puppy. There's no sound? There's no sound on this video. So, look, I'm doing Lion King, and now he's going to stand up like a little...
He's dancing.
He's dancing. He's so cute. Oh my God. Ah!
Look at that tail.
I just wish I could keep him all the time.
Bring him to class.
I know.
That should be a rule. We should have puppies in class. Think of how much better your educational experience would be. The little tail, it gets me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it gets me.
And then there's Fallon in her sweater. And
Notice, guys, I got that sweater from Goodwill. I'm not ashamed. You probably couldn't tell. Look at that! It says what, you guys? What?
That was when we were trying to get him to come to us. Oh my gosh.
Look at that
and
little face.
He loves strangers. Like, we took him for a walk on Sunday, and he just wants to...
He's so friendly.
Yeah. He's definitely not a guard dog.
Oh. And he came! There he goes.
There he goes. Oh my gosh.
Would you look at that face, Vanderbilt? Would you just look at that face?
Yes.
Oh, well, you can't look at it now, but...
No. But his name is Ruspin, which I know doesn't really make sense to anyone else, but it's a character from The League, which is a TV show.
Sure.
There's our green screen, also.
And what kind of dog is he?
He's a Maltipoo.
A Maltipoo.
Yeah, he's a
That's
mix
what it was.
between a...
Oh!
See, that's what I have to do to be able to see. I have to get into Fallon's personal space.
Sorry, Vanderbilt. You got really preoccupied watching that cute little pup. Oh, man.
Yeah, I can see that thing whenever I want, but I just like to watch it on video. Anyway, yeah, he's a Maltipoo, so he's a Maltese mixed with a poodle. We're not sure if that poodle is standard or toy, which I don't really want to think about how it would be a standard poodle, but...
Oh, that's a... Yeah.
Yeah, but either he's going to stay like that size forever, which that would be fine, or he's going to get like a little bit bigger, but...
A little bit bigger, but not much, because he's so tiny.
And he can't jump, and it's... Oh
He can't. He was trying to like jump and like lick my face, but he couldn't even like get...
You're lucky. If he
It was
gets
so
to your
cute.
face, he starts biting like the inside.
Oh, yeah.
Not
That's such a thing with puppies. Well, I feel like with all puppies, they just like to get up in the nose. Like, it's just such a foreign concept to them. They're like, whoa, this is crazy. And then they just like attack you.
Try to eat your nose off.
It's crazy. But he's so cute. So cute. Oh, I love him. Anyway, I guess...
I'll bring him in again. Well, I promise that before the semester is over, I will bring him in, and he will be on this table, and he'll just be adorable.
Vanderbilt, you have to keep watching, because who knows when this puppy could come. You have to keep watching. One day we'll just have a little pup. Just
running around.
with his little paws. Anyway, okay, so, Vanderbilt, I do hope everyone had a wonderful break, but I know for a fact one group of dapper young folks in particular definitely had a great break, and you might be familiar with them. They're a little improv comedy group, and they go by the name of Tongue in Cheek. You might have heard of them. Well, over break, they actually went to Improv Nationals. How cool is that? And I was lucky enough to be able to sit in on one of their practices before break as they were preparing for the big event. And man, what an experience that was. They're just so impossibly funny. I want to be like them. Ugh. And although they did not progress into the nationals, I guess, I don't really know how you phrase that, they still did a stellar job. And hey, I think we could all do ourselves a favor and show the group a little support at their show this Friday, Improv, at 7:30 p.m. in Surratt Cinema. Anyway, let's take a look at what these humorous kids are really like in practice.
Hey, we're from Tongue in Cheek. I rushed, what, 2 years ago now? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was really tough. The other sisters were really, they're really rough on us, but I think they finally, they picked the right group,
And once we joined, it's been really nice ever since we joined. Everybody's so nice, and we've made so many good friends, and it's just a great way to meet people and to express ourselves.
Now this year the PTA for our Christmas pageant is making us put in a Hanukkah and a Kwanzaa song. What? We don't even like the Jews.
Hi, I'm Reagan, or also known as Raffle, and I'm in Tongue in Cheek with Primo And Tongue in Cheek is a comedy improv group here at Vanderbilt. And we perform shows about every month. And it's improv, so it's completely made up on the spot. And we do a bunch of different improv games, and it's so much fun.
Yeah, and so recently in the past couple of years, there are kind of two general types of improvisation, which would be short form and long form. Really, the only definition of long form is a set that takes like 15 or more minutes. So in the short form games, those are the games that we play at the Surratt shows. Those typically have a pretty explicit gimmick, and we exploit that gimmick, and the scenes last 4 or 5, maybe 6 minutes. But in long form, you take a suggestion from the audience and you improvise for 15, 20, 22 minutes, just and kind of with different scenes. With sort of artistic transitions, whatever you want. So we started doing that a couple years ago, and there's this thing called the College Improv Tournament. There are regional tournaments held all across the nation. There's maybe 20. And so for the past 4 years, Tongue in Cheek has sent a team to these regional competitions. The past 3 years, we divided the group into 2 and sent 2 teams. But at the end of January, we went to the Lower Midwest Regional in Indianapolis, Indiana, and one of our teams, the Surratt Pack, actually earned a bid to the National Improv Championship Tournament, I guess, in Chicago, the first weekend of spring break, March 1st, and that's this upcoming weekend. So we're really excited for that. It's a tremendous opportunity to sort of get Vanderbilt's improv brand out across the nation. But it's the first time in school history that's ever happened. So we're really stoked about that.
I just think we need new public representatives, new senators, new everything.
Darn right we do. We need new hoes too. How many of those hoes?
A lot of people don't think that there's a lot that you can do with like a sorority like this, but we've tote bags,
Yeah.
And
we carry stuff in those tote bags.
Yeah. I don't even have a backpack anymore. I just carry my books in my tote bag.
Yeah.
And everybody knows I'm in Tongue in Cheek.
Yeah.
Dreidel, 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 dreidel.
No spitting on the dreidel!
Thank you for coming to the 10 o'clock news. Today, a rabid man is roaming the streets stealing fathers. And in the weather forecast, we have...
That's right. We have it. And it's coming your way. Back to you.
And later tonight, a shortage of baby carrots in the area leads to hungry consumers.
That's not good. That's not good, Richard.
That's really not, Carly.
No. I'm going to insert anecdote. There was one time in my life when I enjoyed baby carrots. Ha! Me too. And back to you in the field.
So we all have nicknames in Tongue in Cheek. We get them when we become a member, and it's a secret how you get the nickname. So it's kind of a big mystery, but it's really fun, and that's why we all have 2 names.
And if you become an officer of Tongue in Cheek, you get to know the meaning of your own name and everyone else's. So the beauty of this situation is I know the meaning of Raffles' name.
I don't.
And she doesn't. And I help name her. So it's a fun little thing we have. And I think people really sort of come to embody their nickname.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do Jews really like to eat babies?
Jewish people are stronger than the rest of us.
That might be a myth, that might not be a myth, but my husband bench presses quite a lot. Well, I heard Christians are prettier. Now look at me, I say that's wrong.
Most of us are pretty normal. Some of us are kind of weird.
Yeah. But the weird ones have to pay more dues because it's like a weird handicap, and we have to
And they don't get a tote bag.
They don't get a tote bag.
You were a born writer. Reading, we will get there. One parent for one thing, okay?
Just keep doing loop-de-loops. Trader Joe, we're breeding hard carrots.
I can hardly believe it.
Hey, over here. That one has a secret. Over here. Hi. Is that all you say? Because I'll go back to that. No. The 2 words. Hi.
Hey.
Hey, Raffle.
Hey, Primo.
You know what happened next?
No.
But sometimes that chapter, we like to be really inclusive, so we sing songs together, and even on occasion we'll do an interpretive dance. You guys want to show them our number from our last?
we just started practicing.
I mean, I know it's rough, but let's just like give them a taste.
Okay.
Okay. So it starts off. Just think about the scene is dark and there's fog rippling in from the background.
Fog.
All right. So this is the audience, and that's stage left and stage right. All right.
Oh, I think I messed up.
It's hard. There's a lot in the wrists, you know. We haven't really perfected it yet, but you'll see it. Like if you want to come to our first, we're having a benefit to help hungry people. And you can come and support us and watch the dance and
see our tote bags.
We have tote bags. We may or may not be
tote bags
selling baked goods.
We don't want to talk that way around Miss Schwartz.
What? My mom talks like that all the time around Miss Schwartz.
Your mom is a dirty racist.
And that is tongue-in-cheek.
Did you have any idea what they were going to be doing?
No.
At any point?
No.
I feel like you probably just like,
no. I just was like sitting in the corner, like, well, I walked in and they were super nice. They're like, hey, thanks so much for coming. Like, we're so excited to have you. They're like so nice about it. I was like, oh, well, thanks. Like, this is like coolest I've ever felt. Like, wow, you know. And so like, I went and I just stood in the corner and like just let them do it. And so what the like them actually like I guess like being funny, like not interview, that was them like little bits and parts of their like long form. So that's what they were practicing for like nationals, because nationals is like a long form type of comedy or whatever. And so they were like doing like this long, like really artistic, just long form. It was just like 15 minutes long, and they just like kept going and like incorporating like the same things but in different skits, and like it was really cool watching them. And I wish like we could like, I don't know, watch them do long form like all the time. I don't know, it was so cool. And they were just like really funny, and I had to cut out some expletives. Words.
Thanks, Sam.
What are they?
Sam's in the back.
Thanks, honors history.
Yeah. He's letting
English.
us know when we.
Yeah. What are words though?
But I have so much respect for them. Like
I know.
That's such a really crazy talent to have, to be able to like come up and like be funny on the spot.
Funny. Wow. Like, cause I can't think of it like on the spot. Like no. Like maybe if you gave me like a few hours, like come up with one joke, it'd be decent. But like on the spot in front of lots of people.
I feel like you're funny because like you're. I love you, but you're just a little bit awkward, and so am I. And I feel like that's why we work well together. And I feel like that's why we're always laughing on this show, because we're just like kind of weird and awkward together.
Just like not quite on the normal.
Yeah. But
like there's normal.
That's a good thing.
We're kind of here, and then like just really weird is like about here. So we're like.
We're somewhere in the middle. Yeah, I was voted class clown in high school. So.
Cool.
I know, it's so cool. Like I'm so proud of that. But, and like I have like my yearbook or whatever, I'm wearing a giant clown nose. It's really cute. But yeah, no, I like used to be like, oh yeah, I could do improv. I tried it one time. No, because
so hard.
I get really bad stage fright, and like.
Yeah, and then like, so you're trying to like fight the stage fright, but it's like,
But then my voice just starts going like, I can't breathe out. I'm just, it's not good. So everyone go see Tongue in Cheek show. I'm gonna try to go.
I'll be there.
I'll be there. Well, anyway, so I don't know if you guys have noticed outside, but it looks awful behind us because that today has a high of 62, but that high is already gone because it's only going to get colder and colder now until we all freeze to death, because there's a low of 26. With a 60% chance of rain. However, Thursday and Friday have a 0% chance of rain with highs in the 50s and 60s. Unfortunately, you may want to bring an umbrella to your St. Patty's Day celebrations because there is a 50% chance of rain on Saturday with highs in the lower 60s and lows probably lower than that.
Oh. Ooh.
See, I'm not doing anything for St. Patrick's Day. You know why? Because I'm not 21 yet. I'm so I'm turning 21 this summer, and it's still like 3 months away. It's actually almost exactly 3 months away. I'm so excited. But yeah, I'm super excited. Oh,
You're such a baby. I'm such an old person. I think my 21st birthday is 7 months away.
Yeah,
7 months.
So you must have been one of the oldest in your class.
I was. And it was always like when I was like in, like elementary school, I was like, no, I'm older than all the boys. I can't like them.
Yeah.
I'm older than them by 20 days.
Yeah, but then you got to high school and you got your permit first. Your permit and then your driver's license.
I got my driver's license first.
17 and could go see R-rated movies. Probably your parents let you already
Cool.
do that because my parents were crazy and they literally didn't let me go see R-rated movies.
I got to vote before everyone too.
Yeah,
I'm an
voting's exciting.
I'm an October baby, and I turned 18 before the November election. So.
Oh, that's so exciting.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Okay. So I don't feel that bad about being old.
Yeah, it's always a good thing. And you're gonna be 21 like soon, and way sooner.
Adulthood. It's fast approaching. I don't want it. I don't want it. Anyway, another topic for another day.
Yeah, let's not be depressing right now. Everyone have a great Wednesday and a great weekend. Be safe on St. Patrick's Day, and but I think that's on Monday, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so we'll see you on Monday.